Melba Toast is packing right here. All right, we got 411 Posi track out back, 750 double pumper, Edelbrock intakes, Ford over 30, 11 to 1 pop-up pistons, turbojet, 390 horsepower. We're talking some fucking muscle.
And now, straight out of Silvis, Illinois, the Circle Jerks themselves, Jeg Scott and Zippy Gall.
Alright guys, welcome back to an all new episode of the RC Circle Jerks. I'm Zippy Gone.
I'm Jeg Scott. Welcome, everybody.
Hey, how's everybody been? Sorry for the little hiatus we had here. We were getting some things lined out here with our new podcast center here.
Man, Command Central.
It is pretty much Command Central here. We have it going on now.
We have a whole staff. We have a writer, producer, mixer. We got fluffers. We got everything.
I never expected to be here.
This is awesome.
It's wonderful.
Thank you, everybody, for the support.
We have a couple things to talk about today. Chili Bowl is number one topic. I know everybody wants to hear about the Chili Bowl.
Yeah, we're going to bring in that.
Yeah. We're going to have some tips.
Yeah.
I got some more tips for you today. We're going to go over results from the RC Chili Bowl. If you've pretty much everybody's already seen. But I'm going to go over them. And then we're going to talk about some shows, some upcoming events coming up. And that should pretty much conclude our show for today.
Yeah, I think this, since we're hitting you with the back-to-back punch here, I think we're just excited to talk about the Chili Bowl and get that out of there while it's still fresh in everybody's head.
Yeah, I think that's important.
Yeah. And, of course, promote some shows coming up, man. We got some big races coming up.
Yes, there's some good shows coming up. So we're going to name this episode Chili Bowl.
Chili Bowl.
We're going to
With
give it to you.
the High Bite Chili Bowl.
Many things to say about that.
I said it already, sorry.
I guess before I get into the whole Chili Bowl thing, too far, I don't want this to... I don't have a lot of negative things to say, and I don't have like a lot of positive things to say.
Okay.
You know, I just have my opinion, and I don't think that's written in stone by any means. It's just my opinion. I hope I don't offend anybody, so that's not my intentions. All I'm going to do here is simply give my view of my experience. It's one-time experience, not like some of the guys who've been there since, the first time it's opened, or I haven't been 5 years or 2 years. I don't have multiple years of experience, but this one experience, they do say that the initial, your initial experience meeting something or experiencing something can dictate how you feel about it for the rest of your life.
First impression.
Yeah.
Yep.
So just something to think about.
Yeah, I got some stuff to say, too, about that. I'm right there with you. First timer. Why not talk about it? We all know what happened, so I'll be happy to say something about it.
Okay. Well, where do we want to start?
Oh, man.
Trip down?
Yeah, let's talk about that. That was a lot of
Talk
fun.
about our trip down.
It was interesting.
Yeah, we left Friday night.
Yep.
Just so happened to be here in the Midwest. We were having a nice snowstorm. It was real lovely. Turned out that we, for miles, were like the only car on the road.
Yeah, it's real weird being up, maybe 4 or 5 other cars on a 3-lane wide interstate and going through St. Louis.
Yeah, all these cars in the ditches on your way,
Yep.
looking at each other. Hey, we should probably stop.
Nah, we got something to go do.
Nah, we got to keep going.
Yep.
Got to keep going. That was quite the experience.
Yeah.
I'm glad we made it.
Oh, man, I mean, hey, we're going to do what we got to do. Been doing this for, how many winters have we've been through a bunch of stuff.
Oh, yeah, we're experienced. We're good.
got a new car for this trip. We went with the all-wheel drive Traverse, so we decided to say we'll traverse any terrain
Oh, goodness.
from now on.
Oh,
So
it traverses everything. It was actually pretty steady and stable.
it was a great car. Doesn't matter what the brand is or whatever, even though I'm a Chevy guy, but
Yeah, unfortunately.
it did its job well. So
It did. It did a wonderful job getting us there. We got to Inside Line in Mississippi, and we did some private testing. So a big
Yes.
shout out to Matt Murphy for renting the place out for us.
that was a very
And,
special treat.
Yeah, and for Cody opening the doors for us as well.
Yeah, thank you, Cody, very much.
Much
Track was
appreciated.
perfect.
Track was awesome. It was dialed.
Yep.
It was a lot of fun. Look forward to going down there at some point in time this year here in 2019.
Ooh, yeah.
So we went down there, did some testing, make sure our cars were functioning. You don't want to show up and have a car that doesn't function. You know what I mean? You're just going to shake everything kind of down.
Yep.
Weren't really able to scrub any tires in
Like we
but-
hoped to,
like we had hoped to,
but that's okay.
no, it was just fine because I was still able to manually scuff tires.
Yeah, the old drill.
Yeah, I got the old drill out.
We'll make this happen.
Yeah, I had to make it happen. I didn't do all my sets, though. I felt it wise to maybe only do like 2 sets per car, just so I can try to anticipate what was going to happen. Since it was advertised as like a loose dirt race, I didn't want to shave off all my tread there, you know what I mean?
Definitely. Yep.
So I just want to be prepared. And I didn't have any experience with it, so I didn't know what to do as well.
So we were probably like prepping the few that we were, grinding down a little bit there, just breaking them in.
Yeah,
But those were the ones we were probably preparing for the end of the situation
correct.
instead of
Correct.
early, because
Yeah.
we were predicting loose dirt.
Very
so.
much true. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was right with you on that.
Okay.
That was a lot of fun being down there with just 4 or 5 people. That was awesome. I mean, getting to know them and having a track right there just to keep burning batteries down. I mean,
Was wonderful.
yeah, that was cool. I didn't stop until we pretty much left. So.
Oh yeah. I do want to say that they got a new pooper in there.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they did have one roll of really good TP. You could tell somebody brought that from home, probably a girl.
Yep.
And then like the other stack they had there was, I'm not gonna lie, Cody, it was a little thin, bro.
Yeah, where'd
It
you get
looked a
that
little-
from?
Those shit tickets look a little thin. Those look like grandma's drapes, like the ones you can see
Oh.
through. You know what I'm saying?
man.
That's the kind of toilet paper you don't want.
That's trouble.
Nope. Nope.
But
But they had to put it in the bathroom. I think that's really awesome.
Yeah.
They've been making some improvements. A lot of pit tables down there.
Yeah,
The
man.
lighting was substantially better. They got air there on tap, ready to go for you. They're really making improvements, and I think they're doing a wonderful job with that facility. Track's dialed. It's super fun.
Yeah, they're doing great, man. All the improvements. He's working hard.
Yeah.
Getting ready for that St. Jude race coming up.
Yeah.
I think we'll talk about that here in a little while. So,
An unfortunate thing happened while we were down there. Soul Food closed.
what happened here?
Yeah. I'm gonna just tell you guys, Soul Food that place had it going on. That was home cooking. Oh my goodness.
Man.
I still remember the fish, collard greens. It was amazing.
Yeah, it's like you put your order in, and no, this is not McDonald's, it's not Hardee's.
No.
You put in your order, you're gonna wait a good
You waited.
25 minutes,
You
30
waited.
minutes.
I would have waited all day, and they were willing to bring it to you.
Yep. Super nice people. That was the first thing we did. Like, I think we ran 1 or 2 batteries,
Yeah.
and we're like, all right, we're walking
It
down
was
there.
Soul Food.
It was
It
gone.
was all gone. So that was unfortunate. We finished up there late. Got ourselves a place to stay.
I think that was, no, our car was where we stayed on the way down, right?
Yeah, we stayed in the car on the way down.
That was a good night's sleep.
That was a wonderful night of sleep.
After all that driving in the snow and everything, I remember I was falling asleep, and I told him, I was like, man, we have to stop. I'm done. And I never have done that.
No,
I was like, I can't go any longer, man. That's it.
we're done. Okay, looks like a good spot. So we left Inside Line, Sunday morning.
Yes.
Sunday morning, and we headed to Tulsa. We got into Tulsa, and got into our house, which was not 60 yards away, by the way,
I know.
or within walking distance. It was like 9 miles away, by the way.
Oh, what? No.
Yeah,
It was like 2-minute drive.
it was 9-minute drive.
Damn it.
Yeah, yeah. So, no, it
Well-
was still good though. It was still convenient. For what you need, it was
Yep.
wonderful.
Well,
So-
if there's one thing we proved on this trip, that my phone does not know what it's doing.
Oh, no clue where it's going.
So with me not knowing how to operate computers or any of this crap, and then the phone not knowing what it's doing,
Oh, it wasn't working.
yeah, the two of us are not a good match.
Yeah, you need to get rid of that phone. So we got in there and we got all our stuff kind of, brought into the house and stuff, and then we decided we were gonna get something to eat. Stopped there at Fat Boys Burgers.
Oh, delicious.
I got this burger stuffed with butter and cheese. Came with a warning. Like, I had 3 different people warn me about this burger.
Yeah, melt your face off.
Yeah, because they got sued or something, And I'm like, this is the one I want then,
Yep. Definitely.
Let me tell you something. Dynamite.
Man, it did look good. My burger was good. It was really good, but I was jealous.
It went wonderful with the Blue Moon.
Yeah, I bet.
It was so good, and those fries. The only complaint though is it could have been hotter sauce there as advertised. Hot we consider it to be hot. Not.
Wait, wasabi ketchup?
Dude, they were worse than the chips.
Yeah, the wasabi ketchup was a huge letdown. That was more like a Tabasco
sure.
ketchup here,
For sure.
But the cool thing was is we didn't know where we were going. The storefront was out by the road, so when we pulled up to the front, we seen the restaurant and it looked good, looked cool. But then we realized that it was on the back side, almost like on the outfield side of
of a minor league ballpark.
I mean, this place is huge. I mean, this is legit.
It was really nice.
Yeah, no doubt. So it was a really cool night, man. It was a good way to come into town and get some
Yeah.
good food.
Let's see. Next day, load in.
Load in.
Monday.
Yeah. All them trailer guys get lucky.
Yep, all the trailer guys. And then I thought that was a pretty smooth operation though.
Yeah.
They got in there.
Yep.
My only problem with it is they didn't hold true to their times, like they said. You try to plan around their itinerary, and loading in is going to be. I mean, I'm not going to say who. Race director came and said, "Hey, you can't set up your table in here yet until what time? 2:00 was it?
I think it was originally 5.
Or 4:00?
I think it was 5 originally for non-trailer people.
Anyways, it
Yep.
changed, and we get a call, hey, they're letting people load up in here. We're like, well, we're just going to go get lunch or dinner or whatever, and we'll come back with the appropriate time and do so.
Yep.
I had to change that time. Good thing we had somebody already there.
Well, there were several people that we know that ended up showing up closer to the time that load-in was supposed to start at 5.
And they were late.
Yeah, and
They
then
were
there was
upset.
there's no spots.
Nope.
I mean, within the trailers and then the people getting in early, yeah, there was not a lot of room.
No.
So,
So-
they need to stick to the schedule. That's for sure. And
Definitely.
they burnt me on the practice morning.
Oh, they definitely burned us on the practice, so that they didn't hold true to what time practice started.
Yeah,
That's just one of the things. The itinerary, holding true to your times. Like I said, I don't want to ruffle any feathers, and not all negative. But as somebody who does this as a profession, I would have thought this would have been playing out a little bit better,
yeah.
considering this is the Dirt Oval World Championships we got going on here.
It seemed really rushed.
It did seem kind of rushed.
Yeah, I mean, and that's where the schedule thing come in because everything was starting early, which is fine that you got your stuff together and you can do that, but you have to realize what you're doing to everybody else who's planning to that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm right with you on that one. We got so much more to talk about. So load in happened, and we got to pit next to Corey Burgett
Mm-hmm.
and Dan Ved Welding, a couple guys from Iowa, so that was cool.
Yep.
On the other side of us was the Triple X team, which was awesome.
Yep. Shane Weeks, he was over there.
Yeah.
Pitting right next to us.
First-
And then you had Michael Perrier, Josh Ray, Matt Murphy.
Damn,
We were all over this little corner.
it was really nice. It was over on a concrete too, so that was really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
That was better than your feet in the dirt.
Yes.
So we got loaded in.
Mm-hmm.
That went okay. Seemed like everybody. There's something I noticed about the Chili Bowl when I showed up. There was a lot of people working on their cars.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of maintenance, a lot of rebuilding stuff, a lot of new cars.
Yeah.
A lot of people showing up unprepared.
Yeah, we were quite amazed by that. I mean,
Yeah, I was shocked.
I mean, we had a couple of small things to do, just to get ready to go. But I mean, that's what we worked for. That's why we took time off
Yeah,
prior to going,
yeah,
from racing, so we could do that.
absolutely.
Yeah, it was kind of weird looking at. Yeah, we were.
I did notice that, though.
Yeah. What?
I thought they were organized well, though, on their load-in procedure and stuff. Track looked amazing. I
Yeah.
mean, for Travis to go in there and put that track together, it looked pretty sweet. The setup was pretty cool. I thought that was definitely professional. That was high level.
Love the pit lane. That was a great additive.
Oh my goodness.
I think they said they just added that last year and
Last
then this year.
Yeah.
Great additive. That was awesome.
Yeah, that pit lane was awesome. Really protected you to make some adjustments. You don't have to worry about somebody clocking your car.
Yeah. Every track should do that. I think
Yeah.
every track should adapt to that
Pit
somehow.
road.
Yep. It really makes a difference.
Yeah, it's awesome having a pit road. See. So, next day.
So that's when all the fun started.
Yeah, that's when the fun starts, right?
Yep.
Tuesday. Track maintenance was top level.
Yes, it was.
They tore it up midday. We were there until what, 7 or 8?
Yeah, right in there. Wasn't
Which
bad.
is fine. You know why that's fine? Because I didn't come to go watch a big race.
Nope.
Okay, I
No.
didn't come to go watch the Chili Bowl. I came to race the RC Chili Bowl. So if you want to tear up the track, once in the middle of the day and keep us there till 8 o'clock, I'm not going to be upset.
Yeah, I don't have any issue. I've said that since I've been in this. We've gone to many tracks and people just seem to be in a rush. And it's like, man, I told my wife.
I'm going to be gone racing, and
Yeah.
that means I'm going to be gone racing until whatever time that is.
Exactly. And she understands. I mean, how can you tell somebody, well, I have to be home by this time? You have no idea when that's going to happen.
If that's your situation, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I was divorced already.
A lot of racers, I think. Yeah, man. I mean, it was a little bit of a letdown that it seemed that they were kind of catering to people getting over to the big race.
Yeah.
He actually announced that a few different times, and that's fine. I mean, if that's what you want to do. But like Zippy just said, we are here for this. This is our Super Bowl, and we don't care about that.
Nope. Do not. I can watch it on my phone later.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not saying I don't enjoy it, though. I do enjoy it.
Well,
I do, but
it's
that's not what
racing.
I'm there for. That's not what I spent all that money to go do.
Right.
So that's why I came here to race.
Yeah, you take vacation, you're everything. Everybody knows the situation. It's a big dedication, and we're not there to dedicate to the other race.
Correct. You know what I forgot to talk about?
What's that, sir?
Monday night, Motor Tech.
Let's go there. Yes. Let's talk about that.
Let's just touch base on the whole Motor Tech situation going on at Chili Bowl.
Well, let's first say, before we go anywhere, sorry. Trey, you're awesome. Don't,
Oh, Trey, dude, that dude is let me just say something about the tech guy. He made my Chili Bowl experience awesome.
Yeah, we're going to give him a,
Absolutely, that one goes out to you, Trey.
Trey, you're awesome, buddy.
Yeah, Trey Ford there.
You worked hard,
Yeah,
so that's
you're
not
awesome.
our complaint.
No.
By any means.
No. Here's my complaint, though. I truly think the whole spec industry needs to take a step back. Because it's not working. It's like prohibition. It doesn't work.
Yeah, what happened there?
Yeah, it needs to just be open. You just make it open. Make it big stinky tuna cans. Everything big stinky tuna cans.
I like that idea.
You know what I mean? Because it's becoming too hard to regulate. Well, here's what's going on. I go into the tech line, and I wait in tech line for a while. I pull my motor out of my little tube that I have it in because they had to bring it in unsoldered and stuff.
Yep.
And so it was in the car, and whatnot. It was pretty cold. I would say it was ambient temp in there was what, 50 something?
Maybe a little less than that even.
Probably less than that.
A little bit.
Okay. Well, I went up and I went through tech line, and I realized I was one of only a couple people to actually pass.
Yeah, that was weird. I mean,
Right?
not weird, but that did seem very odd.
Right. So I start realizing that, people are scrambling. They're going to try buying motors and stuff, and then they find out, well, hey, I can heat up this motor. I can change the temperature of this can, and I can change the internal resistance of this, and I can get dialed in within the numbers.
And get
So
it
I'll
passed.
be legal.
Right.
Right?
Yep.
Well, that's fine. But it has to be at a set temperature, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't at a set temperature. So you had people with illegal motors, technically, with like 5,000 plus kV in these things, and a 10.5, and that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yep.
And so what you're doing is you're making it a motor game at that point.
So,
You know what I mean? So just put everybody on a stinky tuna can. Let's do this.
so you're saying they weren't checking the temps?
Yeah, they weren't checking the
Okay.
can temps.
Gotcha.
Some of these motors were so hot you could barely touch them. You know how hot that is.
It's too bad it's got to be that way. I mean,
Well, it was very sad. Disheartening, to say the least, but it didn't
Yes.
matter.
yep.
It didn't matter.
No,
your
car was still killer fast.
My first time through Techline, my battery read 8.29.
There it is.
Yeah. Tech guy laughed.
Yep.
He thought that was funny.
I think that was for both of us for Tech Line.
Yeah.
We went that way the whole week. We had no issues. We had a lot of fun with Trey. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, he's a wonderful person. I don't have all bad things to say about Scotty, though. I think he ran a show. I like his announcing. I think his announcing that's definitely what makes the show.
Yeah.
He just needs a lot more help, I guess would be my major opinion. He needs a lot more help. He doesn't have enough people in tech line. There should have been like 4 or 5 guys from the industry that could be part of that, or that ties into the sanctioning body thing that we talked about.
Yes,
That
exactly.
maybe you can get people, who are on that sanctioning body to come out there, and you'd have 5 guys in tech that can really speed up that process and have some professionalism and show you how to work on whatever you need to change, right?
Yep.
In a quick and orderly fashion. Because Trey was doing that all by himself, and I really felt bad for him.
Yeah, he was definitely overloaded. And what I'm going to say is, I think in the beginning, it seemed like he was doing what he wanted to do. And it was. The tech line was getting really backed up. And, you could tell that was going to end up causing an issue. But the fact was, he was doing it right. I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden the technology, it got a little thinner. So it seemed like they probably backed off a little bit just because he couldn't handle it, and get
Yeah.
everybody up there when they needed to.
Typically, perception is reality.
Yeah.
Anywho, that was just my little tidbit on tech. There was some other things said about motor legality on the lists, and there was big hoopla about that. We're not going to get into that, but the lists need to be a little bit more updated, and there's some discrepancies online, no matter who wants to say what. And it is what it is. That's why I don't believe there should be a spec for that. It just needs to be open.
In the Midwest Mod class?
Midwest Mod or wingless.
Yeah.
Put on your big boy pants. Put a big motor in it.
I
What?
like that.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm all about open.
That wingless race, their backyard had a 6.5 turn in it.
That was getting it.
Get you some. Just there ain't no cheating there, is there?
Not a chance.
No. Drive it, Cole.
Yeah, right.
It's just my little tidbit because it's getting out of hand. I mean, lightweight like everything, and you got so much money in this car, and it's supposed to be cheaper.
Right.
You know what I mean? I went out there with a car that's, 5 years old, 6 years old.
Yeah. That's a good solid car.
And it's
though.
still very competitive.
Yeah.
I just kind of ran out of talent. That's all.
Well, I think
Tuesday.
we ran out of track.
We'll talk about that. Tuesday.
I said it.
I said track maintenance was phenomenal.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I got
track
ahead of
maintenance
us.
was phenomenal. Travis, you are very good at what you do, sir.
Yes, sir.
You
Definitely.
to be able to build a racetrack like that fast, that pristine, the layout, whoever helped you do it, awesome job, and I applaud you.
Yep. Good job, sir.
Absolutely. Tuesday was good, practice session, right? And then they did like a seeding round
Mm-hmm.
to seed you for your qualifiers and stuff.
Yes, sir.
That was awesome. Ran really well. I had a really good time, actually. Tuesday was a lot of fun. And why I'm saying that Tuesday was a lot of fun, I remember somebody looking at me on Monday and saying, "There's a lot of smiles around here."
Yeah, I agree with that completely now
He
that
goes,
it's over.
"But watch their faces on Saturday. They're all going to be frowning."
Oh, man. So true.
That's funny.
Yep.
I was upset too Saturday. I
Mhm.
was disappointed to say the least. So Wednesday and Tuesday, I wanted to say it was cold in there.
freezing.
You had people in there with space heaters and stuff. They shouldn't have gave shirts. They should have gave us a hoodie.
Yeah, it was. That was one thing. I'm a little bit older. I get cold easy, and it was a joke. I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. That the excuse was to keep the track from drying out.
Yeah, I don't. I don't agree with that.
Yeah,
But again, this is my own opinion.
that's just my opinion.
All I know is I looked up at some point during this week, and Scotty's up there with 2 hoodies on and a stocking cap.
Came prepared, I guess. Never planned on turning on any heat.
Yeah.
That's what that looked like.
Well, it was cold, man. I mean, you should not have to be having freezing cold fingers to race cars indoors.
No, that's ridiculous. People breaking parts and stuff because it was cold, and then you're trying to hook up on that stuff.
It's not going to happen.
And they keep putting water on it. Okay. Well, anyways.
Sorry, they're getting ahead of ourselves again, but it was very cold. I think even some people, like you just said, some people even said something to Scotty, but he said, well, we're not wanting to dry the track out.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, come on, man. You can't freeze. I mean, we were shivering.
Yeah, it was cold in there for sure.
Yes.
People in there with heating blankets and stuff, and I just don't think you need that going to a race. I didn't go to an outdoor race, did I?
We could have easily raced outdoors and been the same thing.
I was almost like racing back here at home on that last day. It was 36 degrees outside. You remember that?
Yes, I do.
That was about equivalent.
That was fun.
It was a lot of fun.
You're racing on an ice rink.
Yeah. Wednesday, track was pretty good. I thought,
Yeah, wasn't bad. Yeah, Wednesday wasn't a great day for me, but that's okay. It's
Yeah.
not the track. It's
Nope, that's us.
yeah.
A lot of talent in that building. A lot of talent under that roof.
Yes, sir.
And there's something I'm going to say about that talent whole thing is I've been reading on Facebook forever about, I'm just going to go ahead and say it,
Do it.
about how Nathan Dean is untouchable and everything else. Let me tell you what, you have no idea where Mr. T has been training in some dark closet somewhere, or where Ivan Drago has been training in a woodshed for the past 15 years, okay? They're out there.
It's happening.
They're out there, okay? I know. The guy who was raising eyebrows, I've been taking that spanking for a while,
Yes, we have.
okay? I understand. Nobody else understood, though. How many times have I heard from somebody else, oh, we got this guy, And you're like, okay, cool. And you're like, no, he's not on his level.
No.
You know what I mean? Once in a while, people come along, and they're just different.
Right.
People understand now, and I'm glad he had that opportunity, I will
Yep.
say the least. So there was a lot of talent in that building, and it wasn't just that one person. There's people that have been winning races all over this country all year.
Yeah.
I mean, you had aces, number ones. I mean, you had some crazy, awesome talent in that building.
Yeah. I mean, even to make
The
it
best.
to B main is almost like an A main.
Oh, that was a win. That's a win making the
No.
B main. You made the C main that was an A main in most places.
Yes. No
You know?
doubt about that, man. That's it. It was very humbling to be in that building.
Yeah. You know, when Max Fleur and Arnie Fye and people like that are sitting in the B main with you, you're not feeling so bad.
No, not at all.
Okay. A lot of talent in that building. A lot of people were humbled, you know, and I don't think one race dictates it either.
Well, and that's the bad part about it. You know, with a lot of them guys like you just mentioned, that's our first time getting a race with them.
Yeah.
You know, the circumstances, whatever. I don't feel that we had a good shot at what we wanted to do, and we'll correct that. You know.
Oh, I'm making drastic changes in my program.
Oh, and we're gonna go race them again, not just at this one race.
No, I'm gonna go to their backyard.
Definitely, yeah, we're going to go for sure.
That's more my style. Drop that bomb on you.
Right there, there.
Wednesday rolled into Thursday. You know, Thursday's program was, I think there was a complaint a little bit about how the track kind of dried up or, you know, grooved up or whatnot and stuff. And it's kind of a difficult thing, you know what I mean? Because it didn't chew it up in the middle of the day.
Yeah. Well,
you know, I'd heard an argument. I'm not going to say between who and who, but I will say I heard an argument about track prep, and I know one guy wanted to do the right thing.
Which is
Somebody
the guy that
was
should have been
probably passionate about the dirt itself.
The guy that should have been let to do what he wanted to do.
Probably a racer himself and knew what needed to be done.
Yep.
But you know how that goes. So, I myself, I'm one of those guys. If it's going to be high bite, make sure it's high bite then.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Be consistent in what you're doing.
Right. If it's going to be, you know, loose dirt, make sure it's loose dirt.
Yep.
Okay. And if somebody tells me I don't know what I'm talking about, I know I've built a couple of tracks and I know what loose dirt is.
Exactly.
I know what loose dirt is, and anybody wants to I would be willing to prove that to anybody. Anybody that's raced at my tracks before will tell you, none of my tracks 8 tires, and they were all loose dirt.
And they had multiple lanes to race in.
Multi-lanes. The last one was 3 lanes.
Yes, sir. That was so much fun.
It was a lot of fun. Anyways, so Friday, that was they started some mains and stuff.
I laughed because that's what it felt like.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
Definitely ridiculous. There's definitely no penalty for rough driving.
No.
I will say that. None. No penalty for rough driving.
Except for a restart.
Yeah, except for a restart.
For the guy that got you.
If you know somebody. It's supposed to be if it's on your own that they won't do a restart. But I think that's solely depending on who you know from what I've seen.
Oh, I put my money on that.
And I'm saying it. I don't have anybody doing press or smooths. I'm going to just throw that out right now. So I'm just, my opinion is my opinion, and I don't have to, I'm not going after a sponsorship from anybody. I'm not going after free cars or any of that. I'm going to give my opinion because I'm not afraid.
That's right.
And, you know, so many people out there are afraid of ruffling somebody's feathers and saying the wrong thing. Me? Nope. I'm not fake and phony. I'm being real with you.
Can I get a
now.
Amen?
Can I get a preach it?
Give it to me now.
Just telling you. I don't need to lie about this. So I'm giving it to you raw, whether or not you like it or not.
I love it.
Friday was okay. It was, you know, it was all right. Rolled into Saturday. I'm going to tell you. Yeah.
That's Saturday.
Saturday. I will say I've never been that nervous.
You know, no doubt about it. I mean, really, you're rolling into the final day of a whole week of racing, and you're racing with the best in the country, man.
Late model B main, right? And I got Max Fleur sitting behind me.
That was so cool.
And I'm like, well, that's a wonderful.
Well,
and then I had Midwest Mod. That was stacked up. That was an A main anywhere.
Oh, for sure.
Both those B mains were A mains anywhere.
Oh yeah.
You know, it was incredible.
Yep.
So here's my only issue I had with Saturday. And this is my issue with Saturday. There was so much complaining, and I think that Scotty was being pulled in so many different directions about track and track prep and whatnot, that they had did the track different Saturday than they had did all week. Okay?
Yep.
Here's what they did. It was cold as hell in that building still all week, right? So what they were doing is they were watering every few races, right?
Yep.
And then they would go out there with the golf cart and run it in.
Yeah.
And they were not going to tear it up. They decided they were not going to tear it up. So what you're doing when I went out there and I decided to go, walk across the track to go to Marshall or whatnot and check the track as I like to do, I started noticing as the day progressed what was going on in the track out there. And a couple things I noticed. One, it was really soft, spongy,
Okay.
right? Cold and wet. Soft, spongy, cold and wet, okay? And I could tell that there's a little bit of a groove on the bottom, which was about a foot wide.
Yep.
Was roughly about a foot wide, a foot and a half wide, if that. And then what would happen is they'd have it so wet and spongy out there, when the cars started to go run, they would actually shave off that top layer of dirt on the bottom and kick up a bunch of marbles a foot and a half up and beyond,
Right.
right?
Yep.
So what was provided, not because of the track prep, it was not his fault that he was told what to do. And I honestly believe that.
Yeah, probably.
But what was happening there as they continued to progress on doing that same rotation of the watering, the rolling, and then whatnot, the groove essentially was only like a foot and a half wide, like I said. So
Yeah.
in a race, anybody trying to get out of your way, spinning out,
They're done.
crashing.
Yep.
90% of the crashes that happened, I really went back and looked and watched a lot of these videos, was because of somebody trying to get out of the way.
Yep, definitely. Oh man, yeah, that was a joke. I mean, how can you race like that? Okay, my version of that is you're putting 10 bulls. 10
cars is too many, by the way.
There are 10 of the best in the country in one race, and you're only going to give them a car and a half of lane to
Yeah.
race in. How is that going to work?
Because nobody can get out of the way.
No, you spin
You
instantly.
can't even move up a lane.
Nope. It was very frustrating.
So it made shitty racing. We had good racing every day prior to that, I really feel. It was some really good racing.
Yep.
And that just wasn't what happened on Saturday. By the time we got to main time, the track had grooved up a lot more from the SC mods and stuff, and they had a fair grooved up track. But, that it's just you didn't provide a decent racetrack for most of the day. There was not a multiple grooves. There was one groove, and then you couldn't even get out of anybody's way. So that's my complaint about that.
Well, we started eating up tires on Friday and Saturday too. I mean, earlier in the week we didn't really eat tires up that much.
No, yeah. And the chewing up tires it's
Which is fine, but it just shows what the difference was
totally.
in what we were running on.
Yeah.
I
I really like the way they did the driver announcements and stuff. That was cool.
Yeah,
I think
that's always
Willard
cool.
did a better job. Just saying. Big shout out to them because
Yeah.
they had the music and stuff. It was cool.
Yep.
The food there was good. Their
Yeah.
little deal they had going on there, that was really good.
Not bad. I mean, you know,
The facility was wonderful. I think the bathrooms were really nice.
bathrooms were great.
Yeah. The stands. I've never raced in front of a crowd of people before.
That was super cool. I actually messaged that my wife. I'm like, man, they got grandstands,
Yeah.
and they're almost full.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that was neat.
Then they had you can print out your time sheets and stuff. I thought that was really neat.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. And you were available. Go up to the tech line and use any of the templates and stuff whenever you wanted, so you
Check
can
everything.
check all your stuff on your own.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really cool to have. They had all the time sheets up, and that was neat. It was laid out right. It was laid out perfect.
Yeah, and I like the videos too that they did for all the A-mains and that.
That was cool.
Yeah, they did a good job on that.
Pictures and stuff like that. That was neat.
Real good job on that. So.
Yeah. I did, however, on main day. I was standing up there. I won't say what particular race, but I was standing up there, and there's a guy standing next to me, and I said, "Are you in this race?" And he goes, "No, I'm in the next one." And I was like, "Well, what do you? Oh, okay, well, hey, I'm just letting you know. Generally when you're in the next race, you normally stand down there until the race is over.
Right.
And he kind of copped an attitude, and he was like, "Well, I'm not bothering anybody else." And I said, "Why do people always get an attitude when you try to give them a little bit of advice?"
Yep.
That is the exact reason why people don't try to help people out at the racetrack.
That's the exact reason.
Because you try to get a little bit of positive criticism to help somebody out, right? And they cop an attitude. Tell you what.
I thought I think I noticed that too, actually, by the way.
Did you?
Yeah. I just didn't put two and two together because when I walk up on the stand, I'm like Sylvester Stallone, man.
Oh, when the hat goes backwards.
Over the top, baby.
Done.
So I thought I did think I noticed that, but
yeah,
you can't be doing that,
no,
man.
But there was some things, It's a pretty cool race, though. A really cool experience. I think everybody should do it at least once.
Yeah,
I do.
All I'm going to say to that is they just need to do with their advertising. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
It's
And get a little bit more help. I think you got something there.
It's a simple request. Again, if you just do what you're advertising, that's it. It's not a major complaint. It's just saying, because we prepared the whole time prior to this for what was advertised, and we brought cars that would have worked very well there. So when you're chasing everything, it makes for a bad week, we didn't get to do any podcast stuff. We would have liked to have, but man, we was wrenching. It was.
Yeah, I was busy the whole time. I had to change my rear motor car to a mid motor car.
Yep. I refused. I stuck to what I was doing and probably paid for that, but
which was a good choice, by the way.
Think so?
Yeah, because I went number 2 in the building that day.
Yeah. Oh, for changing your car. Yes, definitely.
Which was an awesome decision.
Yep.
And thank you for the help there, by the way, Matt.
That's what teammates are for, right?
You know what else is kind of chapping my ass there a little bit?
Let me hear it.
People are saying, "Oh, well, last year the track." I don't want to hear about what last year's track was like or the track 5 years ago was like. I paid the race this year's track.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of hearing about that. Oh, last year or this year, I don't care.
Yep.
I don't care.
Get out of here.
That is irrelevant.
To quote our friend Andrew, take your ass back to Jersey.
Yeah, you
with that.
take your ass back to Jersey. That's what happened.
Another good complaint, by the way. Yeah, I got tired of hearing that too.
Yeah, dude. Quit telling me about what used to happen. That's like telling me about all the hot girls you used to date in high school. I don't care.
Yeah, that's irrelevant.
Yeah, that's so silly. Come on now. I've learned that from this one race, there is more politics in the RC dirt oval industry than I understood.
It's too bad that there is. It's I think we had a little slice of that at a different race earlier in the summer.
Yeah.
And we noticed it. But, we just kind of shrugged it off. Yeah. So I agree with you fully on that, man. It's too bad that it's got to be like that.
It doesn't have to be like that.
It shouldn't.
And you know what? And I'm not going to let it bother me.
Nope.
I'm going to keep on going.
We're going to do what we do. We're Quad City Outlaws, baby.
Yeah, dude. I'm just going to let you know, we're on to some of these people, though, and we're on to a lot of folks who are just, oh, man, in it to make a buck, or, you know what I mean? I know one guy in the motor tech line who was waiting for all of his guys to go through tech. I'll just say that. You know who the real people are, and you know who the phony people are.
It don't take long to figure it out.
No. And what's really funny is the people who schmooze up to those folks.
Boy, you really can pick up on that real quick.
It's disgusting.
Right?
It's like, come on, man. You're
And
really
for
laying
what?
it on thick over there. What do you think they're going to give you?
Yeah, for what? So you think you're cool?
There's only a couple guys in this country who are going to get free shit, and you're not one of them.
No.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
quit it.
Yep.
Quit it. Just have a good time. Go over there and try to learn something. You know what I mean?
I totally know what you mean there, my friend. And, why? That's the way we're doing this. I say it again because we want to bring back the fun, and
We were having a blast every night.
man, it was great.
I was having a blast racing too.
Oh, that's
Hanging
what we
out the
do.
track, it was hilarious.
Yep.
Had some really funny moments. Like I said, the tech guy, he was a hoot. Oh, the sniper videos.
Oh, man.
Oh, dude, you had people worried. As soon as they were just like a little trip,
Yep.
they were like, I don't want to be on a
I
sniper
don't wanna be
video.
on there. No way.
Oh, it was awesome. People were really nice. It was really really nice facility. Like I said, everybody should try it once.
And
It's not all negative. It's really cool what they're doing there. It is.
It's really cool.
It's just saying it could be
Yeah.
better. You know.
Yeah.
And Daytona 500 doesn't have these problems. Indy 500 doesn't have these problems. You know, like I don't know. How's
Well,
the Chili Bowl? How's the real Chili Bowl?
It
I
was
don't know.
really chilly, by the way.
It's too cold in there.
That is ridiculous. You got to stop that, man.
Yeah, that's too cold in there.
That's got to stop, man.
If you're gonna keep it that cold, you need to give away hoodies.
Or battery
Bibs.
operated socks or something.
Yeah.
Man. So yeah, that's it was a lot of fun. It really was. I mean, I'll tell you one thing that me and you were just talking about earlier. We are super, super proud of our Illinois boys.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, we had a decent group of guys there. We had a good showing of guys, and everybody had good runs. I mean, wins don't reflect everything. You know what I'm saying? And which, by the way, guy from Illinois won a couple of the biggest classes. But
That's not important.
yeah, I said it, but
Yeah, he did.
it's awesome. So everybody had great runs. Super proud of everybody from Illinois. I kind of dubbed everybody. It was almost off a nickname from Rich. He had a different nickname. I kind of changed it maybe a little bit. I like the bad boys from Illinois, I kind of like that.
Yeah.
So,
Illinois definitely had some good representation there. I would say that I'm really proud. The Midwest in general had really good representation.
we sure did. I mean,
Iowa, Missouri, you know what I mean? Ohio,
yep.
Indiana.
I mean, look at Brad. I mean, I think he went up 3 mains. I think he bumped up 3 mains in his mod.
Yeah.
I mean, that guy was on a mission.
Weldon.
Yeah. He's a good old Iowa boy.
I'm
Iowa
pretty
boy.
sure
Sorry.
he was in the mains Friday night and had to bump up from the mains Friday night
I think he did. Yeah.
all the way into Saturday
Yeah.
and
He-
just kept digging.
He moved up, man. He was on a mission. And
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure well, we have the results. I don't think he made the A, but I think he got up to the B, in the mod there. He was, man, very impressive.
9th in the A.
In the A. That's our guy, see? Look at that. All right. Very proud of him, man. Very proud of
Absolutely.
all of our guys, man. Again, Brad Noon was there. He had a good showing. We all just,
Yeah.
I'm super stoked to be part of this group.
I got to see Jen Lathrop and how smooth of a driver she is, how good
Man.
of a driver she is. She had some rough luck.
Oh, man. Sure did.
Say that. Randy, he has some pretty good runs. you
Yeah.
know. Chad Jones had a really good car. I got to see Doug Gott for the first time. I'm gonna say something. That dude flies.
And he dug, man.
He
Doug.
dude,
Sorry, but
Doug, no pun intended there, but
No.
he was. Yeah, you could definitely tell he was working and he was getting
Man.
faster every round.
Yep.
I want to give a big shout out to Alex Fanning. He had that wingless race wrapped
Man.
up.
That was so, man, it was like my heart just fell, man.
Oh, he had it done like dinner. He was counting chickens last turn,
He's
and the
kissing
car
girls.
traction rolls. Traction rolls. Goes from 2 feet away from the finish line to 4th.
Yeah, he did.
And I felt bad for him because that kid was on fire all weekend in that class, and his sprint car was bad to the bone, too. And that was an old car he did that in.
Yeah, both cars were on fire all
Yeah,
week.
so big shout out to him, too. He did
Yep.
a wonderful job.
Man.
You know, it was pretty cool to see some of these people. You know,
Man.
Nathan in person. And that guy is extremely fast. Arnie Fye, he's extremely fast. People got to see Mike Murphy Jr. for the first time.
Yeah.
It was good seeing Bill Murphy there. You know, Justin Draymire, Joe Buckley. I mean, those guys are awesome to see all
Everybody
the
was
time
there.
because they're showing up to race.
Yeah.
They're fast. You know, Kevin Kleiber. That guy's been in this industry for 30 years. He used to dominate carpet back in the day. I mean, he's an animal.
And I have to say something about Kevin, man, because we had a really good time with Kevin
He's
there.
a cool dude.
Another guy from Illinois. I was up there for the Masters Sprint A-Main
Yep.
with him, and I'm not trying to brag by any means by that, but what he did, this is what I want to say. What he did was amazing. We all have a friend that unfortunately passed away from cancer. You guys probably all noticed that we have stickers on our car. It's our old friend Genzo, which is one of his best friends. And it was awesome to have him put that in his driver's announcements that he's there with his friend, and his friend will be there for the Chili Bowl.
Absolutely.
And standing next to him and seeing him, his feelings and that, man, that was awesome.
It's genuine.
It was amazing.
Yep.
So Kevin, man, I love you, brother.
Absolutely. Mark Bryant, Milton Height.
There they are.
Those guys were there as well.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, the Masters Sprint, man. The Illinois boys, man. The old guys, Illinois old guys. Rob.
Wolfman.
Yeah, Wolfman was in on it.
Yep. And he had another unfortunate running because he
man.
had the car to beat in that class
Yeah, he
by
did.
far.
Yep.
He just had a bad run there, and and that's how that works.
Well, that's it. Unfortunately, that was the point of the day. Where was that track where you had a lane and a half, if that, to get out
you
of the
didn't
way.
have a really wide groove at that point. It was
No.
maybe 2 feet wide, and then you had marbles. So it made it difficult, and it's
It sure
just
did.
circumstances led to how it happened.
Yep. But that's all right, I mean,
That's racing.
it is, and that's how
racing.
we have to look
We're
at
all
it.
gonna grow from it. We're all gonna move on. I learned plenty. They always say you learn more from losing and being defeated than you ever did winning. So
It makes you hungry.
yeah, I'm definitely hungry. Let's see, where do we want to go?
Oh,
to?
man. So we wrapping that up? So that would be Saturday.
That was Saturday. Capped it off with
Oh wait, no, we gotta finish this out. So that would be Saturday night. Okay, so
Yeah.
we leave the track, and we hooked up with Ross May and
Yeah.
a couple other gentlemen. Brad Noon.
Brad Noon.
I don't remember. I know you do. What's the other? Was it Jess? Chris. Thank you. I was way off. There was an S in there.
Yeah, had the S though.
So the four of us went to a swaggy dinner, which was hilarious.
Like a Blues Brothers thing. How much for your women?
It
You
was-
know,
man.
like
It was exactly like that.
yeah, we did not belong in there.
We all smelled like tire dope. We all were wearing hoodies. They had hats.
Do you have a reservation?
Yeah, the look on her face, I knew we were in trouble.
Like we were scum. Like they couldn't believe they had to serve us.
Oh, I literally didn't think they were gonna seat us.
Let me
I
tell you,
mean,
yeah. Let's keep going about this place, anyways.
So yeah, so the front lady gives us a little bit of attitude. So then we go to get seated, and the three other guys walk in front of me, and we're going through the doorway, and a lady is coming at us, and I literally seen this lady. She's laughing, like looking at us, and I'm like, oh man, what are we doing here? I'm in my racer hat, it's just ridiculous. Yeah, so we got seated, and it was interesting. It was fun.
I paid $50 for this steak, and that's why I cook at home.
Well, I tried calamari. Was it calamari?
Calamari.
Calamari.
No, calamari.
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 So I hate anything from water, by the way. And I tried it. It wasn't bad.
It was good, wasn't it?
It wasn't bad. But it had a sweet and sour sauce on it, so.
Whatever.
Kinda.
Just still.
But yeah, the steaks. Listen, they cooked them perfect. My steak was cooked exactly the way I wanted it. But I mean, does anybody know about salt at this restaurant? I mean,
Apparently no seasoning is needed.
yeah, I mean,
And a pan-seared steak, that's okay. You know what I mean? That's all right, but I don't know.
that's what it seemed like too.
It was pan-seared. And I
Yeah.
know they said that's a better flavor, but my steak shouldn't require butter and all that shit.
No. Nope. No, I mean, my theory on any kind of beef product is if you need any kind of sauce added to it, it's not good.
Man, the blood is the sauce.
Yes.
Dude.
And yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It's just like is that Blues Brothers too, where he's like,
No.
you tell the chef this is some low grade dog food.
Yeah. Dog food.
Dog food.
No, that's from Caddyshack.
Caddyshack. Thank
Rodney
you.
Dangerfield.
Oh, that's it.
Remember?
Yeah, that's it.
I'll take 4 of those, 2 boxes of those, 1 of those hats. Ooh, God, wear 1 of those hats. It looks good on you, though.
Oh, I hope
Put
you
a pair
get
of those pants.
hope you get a free bowl of soup with that hat. Hey, Wang, it's a parking lot. Come on.
That's too funny.
Oh man, good times. It was a great trip. It was a good trip, man. I'm super glad that we did it. You know, I'm gonna be honest for myself. I'm gonna wrap that up with saying that I think I probably would be more like other people and take the money that I spent on this one and probably go to maybe 4 or 5 other bigger events.
Definitely. I would rather spend my money on going to Oklahoma, racing a night show somewhere there,
Yeah.
going to Texas, going down to Big Bills.
Yeah. That's where
you know.
we have to go there because I want to catch a Dallas game over there.
I know. I go with you.
Yes. Coors Lights taste good there too, I promise.
I know they're going to taste good there. Just a couple other places I'd like to go instead of doing that one. And we like changing it up.
Yeah, no doubt.
So,
I mean, and like I said, I'm not disappointed at all that I did it, I mean,
I'm not either.
no.
No, not by no means. I was just disappointed in how the track was the last day. That's my only gripe.
Yeah. Yeah, on the biggest day too, that
It is what it is, though. Everybody had to race it, and that's what people always say. Everybody had to race it, and I agree with you.
And that is exactly I completely agree, but man, you have to give it at
Just could have
least 2
provided
lanes.
the 2 lane.
Yeah, give
at
us
least
an
somebody
extra
to
lane.
move over.
We have to get out of them way. I mean, when guys like Nathan Dean or Mike Murphy are coming by me like rocket ships, I got to get somewhere, and I don't want to spin and then end up in front of them and collecting everybody.
Yeah, because then nobody wants to move out of your way because they know they're gonna crash.
Yeah. Yep. It's just a nervous deal all around.
Yeah, so that's just my 2 cents.
Yep.
I'm not a professional, so
Awesome, man. It was a good, again, good time. Awesome.
yeah. So
All right, so we got a new segment. I changed it up for you.
Oh.
You didn't hear that? Let me do it again. Track tips.
Oh, man.
Track tricks.
All right. A couple of tips from the Chili Bowl. I brought a rug this time,
Yep.
and which was convenient considering the floor was cold. I was preparing to set up my pits in the dirt anyway, so I just didn't want to. When you drop a screw or whatnot, it can be hard to find. You can go to Walmart or whatnot, and in the garden section they'll sell like a roll of that carpet, the green, cheap, really thin stuff. I think I paid like $12 for that.
It's like AstroTurf.
Yeah. So that's nothing, and just to not lose your screws and stuff is wonderful. And then while you're there, you go down over the exercise section and go get yourself one of these really thin yoga mats, and they work excellent as pit mats.
Yeah, that's something that you introduced me to, and it works. It does. It works great.
Like $11.
Yep.
Yeah, so like when you drop a screw and stuff, it doesn't bounce really hard off and fall on the ground somewhere and you can't find it. It actually just kind of deadens the fall there. And you can actually, if you get a bright color, you can see where all your screws are at.
Yeah.
It makes it more convenient. Maybe you can't see very well. It makes it nice.
And and they're cheap enough to where it's like, well, I don't think they last very long because I think I'm on my second one, I think, but which is a whole summer on one.
Yeah, like I said, $12, or you spend money for like $40 one or $60 one that says ProTech on it, or
Boom.
Reedy, or says Tekin, or whatever it says on it. When I'm just gonna tear it up anyways. I might as well just go to Wally World and spend $12 and get one I can just tear up.
Hey, you buy that $12 yoga mat and you come on over my way, I'll take a Sharpie and sign it, and I'll charge you $8.
You nailed it.
Signature.
You nailed it. I'll throw a sticker on there.
That's it, man.
That's going to cost you, though.
You know it.
It's going to cost you. Amazing what people are upselling stuff for just to put a decal or that's just crazy to me.
Yeah.
Anyways,
marketing.
that's my little tip, and I want to help people out save a little money because I understand this hobby can be very expensive.
That's it, man. You don't have to buy the expensive stuff.
No, you don't.
You know, his mat thing. When I first started racing with him, I'd never done that. He brought one. I'm like, what? What we need carpet for? You know?
Yeah.
And I'm hooked.
Now we got to have it.
Yeah, I mean, there was even people at the Chili Bowl that had like real carpet. Like,
Oh, they had legit plush carpet.
yeah, it was pretty impressive.
Yeah, I was jealous. Very jealous.
All right, so what do you think we end this with a commercial break?
Sounds good.
We'll take a little break here. I think we both need a nice drink of beer.
Yeah.
We'll reflect on that one, and we'll come back with, looks like we'll do some results from the Chili Bowl. And I think we got a lot of stuff to promote. We got some tracks. We emailed us with some info.
We're going to close with those.
Yeah. So enjoy this commercial. This is something what we owed from before. Like I said, we like to try to make everybody good on what we did from before. We're starting over, and now this will make it good. Enjoy, everyone. Maybe not. You have to help me out for a second.
Oh, okay. Apparently that's not really working.
And it is not.
Well, that's fine.
Well, we're gonna fire that sound engineer.
Well, he's working on the commercial here.
All right.
You getting it all sorted out?
Yeah, you get my
All right.
back for a second there, buddy.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, something I want to talk about then while he's doing that little tidbit. You know, all through the year people talk about etiquette. And I seen some of those etiquettes being enforced at the Chili Bowl. And I thought one of those etiquettes was, you know, if you're out of the race or whatnot, take a step back, don't walk off the driver's stand. I saw that being enforced, and I thought that was pretty neat.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yep. Definitely.
The whiskers keep you honest.
Ooh, those things, man, they got me a couple times in the sprint car.
Man, they will suck you up.
Yeah, they sure did.
Super neat though. I mean, those whiskers were probably thicker than any of the other ones we had.
What they have, like, I think it was 3 levels of them.
Yeah.
3, you know, I don't know how to say that. I guess 3 different
rows.
Thank you.
Yeah, 3 different rows
into
of
the inner
them.
part of the corner.
I will say that I heard people say that they kept the tracks watered down nice, so the dust wasn't flying.
Yeah, didn't seem too bad.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad. So that was very good. So I think you might be ready for this commercial.
I think I'm good. Let's try this again.
All right.
Sorry about that.
All right, coming to you live.
This god darn RC car, what's wrong with this thing? Well, Jack, if you'd stop buying your electronics at the dollar store, maybe your car wouldn't break so much. Okay, that's it, Roger. All you do is walk around here with your high dollar nose up in the air. What do you suggest I do? Well, do you like quality products? Yes. Do you like low prices? Yes. Do you like outstanding service? Of course. Do you like to win? Now, Roger, what kind of stupid question is that? Of course I do. I guess I better get on over to rotoron.com or on Facebook today. If you'd like to be like Roger and not be like Jack, get over to rotoron.com or go to Facebook and search Rotoron. You can get everything from ESCs, batteries, setup stations, chargers, motors, new and rebuilt, motor wires, motor fans, shag oil, servers, bodies, traction compound, car and truck kits. Rotoron has you covered. Well, thanks, Roger. I'll see you on the podium.
Oh, that's awesome. Thanks so much, Rotoron. I hope you enjoy that.
If Ted doesn't win something,
Oh boy.
You guys just heard talent.
I don't know about that. That's a few beers and putting a recorder in front of somebody.
That's too funny. That's too funny.
Well, that one smarted. So that's what we do. So anyways, we're going to go ahead after that commercial break, which was so awesome. Had a couple drinks. That was awesome. So what we're going to go into now is the results from the Chili Bowl. Awesome list of guys. We're going to go ahead and fire that off with a little background music, and we're going to put a little twist to this because we already know everybody knows the results.
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and put a little circle jerk spin on this. So
Yep. Why not?
enjoy.
All right, Street Stocks coming in 10th place. Jeff Voiles, 9th. Tracy Dixon coming in the 8th spot. Philip Thompson coming in number 7. Ross May. Number 6, Jason Thompson. Number 5 spot, Gary Langworthy Jr. Number 4 slot, Carl Mason. Number 3, Dwayne Gann. Number 2 spot, Jason Gable. And your winner of the Street Stock Chili Bowl in 2019, Cody Preston.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, coming to you in the wingless sprint division. In the 10th spot, Billy Caldwell. Number 9, Jeremy Linney. Number 8, Kevin Kleiber. Number 7 spot, Corey Burgett. Number 6 slot, Randy Lathrop. Number 5 slot, Tyler Green. And number 4, Alex Fanning. Number 3, Ronnie Richardson. Number 2 spot, Brad Shearer. And your winner for the Wingless Sprint 2019 Chili Bowl, Russ LeBeau.
Yeah.
Coming in for your Master Sprint division. And then your 10th spot, you might know this name, Jeff Green. Number 9, Lou Ciccone. Number 8 spot, Jag Scott. Number 7, David Myers. And your number 6 slot, Milton Height. Number 5 slot coming to you, Scott Butts. Number 4, Kevin Kleiber. Number 3 slot, Keith Steinel. Number 2 slot, Robin the Wolfman Mulvaney. And your winner for Master Sprint, Brian Smith. All right, everybody, coming to you for your short course B-Mod class. In your 10th spot, Carl Mason. Number 9, Daryl Prensino. Number 8, Jay Cohen. Number 7, Ara Center. Number 6, Gary Vanderwood. Number 5, Jason Thompson. In your number 4 slot, Tracy Dixon. In your number 3 slot, Troy Alford. Number 2 spot coming to you, Gary Langworthy Jr. And then your winner for the short course B-Mod class Chili Bowl 2019, Jeff Gawith.
Get you some of that.
Get you some of that. All right, coming to you guys in your short course class. Coming in you to number 10 spot, Trent Jenkins. In your number 9 slot, Brad Van Welden. Number 8, Wesley Call. Number 7, Michael Brown. Your number 6 slot, Grant Riles. Number 5, Jeff Schnidler. Number 4, Justin Dremeyer. In your number 3 slot, Hunter LaFleur. In number 2 slot, Chad Jones. And your winner of the short course 2019 Chili Bowl, Mike the Mayor Murphy Jr.
Ooh.
Coming to you for Outlaw Sprint. In your number 10 slot, Ronnie Richardson. Number 9, Brian Zimmer. Number 8, Mike the Mayor Murphy Jr. Number 7 slot, Justin Dremeyer. Your number 6 slot, Max Fleur. Number 5 slot, Alex Fanning. Your number 4 slot, Trent Jenkins. Number 3, Chad Jones. Your number 2 slot, Dustin Malacote. And your winner of the 2019 Chili Bowl Outlaw Sprint Division, Nathan Dean.
Ho!
All right, coming to you in the late model division. Your number 10 slot, Josh Ray. Your number 9 slot, Doug Gott. In number 8 slot, Justin Dremeyer. Number 7, Max Fleur. Number 6, Brian Breckenridge. In your number 5 slot, Ronnie Richardson. In your number 4 slot, Jared Nedifer. And number 3, Arnie Fye. In number 2 slot, Nathan Dean. And your winner for the 2019 late model division, Mike the Mayor Murphy Jr.
Dirty boy from Illinois.
And those are your results for the 2019 Chili Bowl event.
Congratulations, everyone.
Absolutely.
Awesome job.
Good run to everybody. It was phenomenal to watch. It was really, that was some really cool racing, though, for real.
I got to say, that was some really good announcing there, man. That was pretty cool.
You think so?
Yeah, man. That was a good twist.
Yeah, something different.
We
I had fun with it.
We're for hire, by the way.
Yeah.
That was good, man. That was awesome. So, looks like now we're just going to go in and do some promotion, some tracks, huh? Do some racing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start with, we had a good friend go ahead and send an email to us, Bob Meza. And it looks like he owns 2 Hobby Wing stores. And one was a Hobby Town, one was the other was a Hobby Town USA. So I'm not sure if there's a difference, but that's how they were labeled. So there you go. And it looks like he's calling it Revolution Raceway.
Ooh.
He's got a lot going on here. Basically, let's go here. He's got one. They're both in Wisconsin. One's in Appleton. One's in Oshkosh. The Oshkosh location is 24,000 square foot. He has an indoor dirt oval, a carpet road course, and a carpet oval. And looks like this is pretty cool. He has a miniature truck pulling course also included there.
Really?
Yeah, they got a lot going on. Your Appleton location, 9,600 square feet. Carpet off-road track only at that place. This one's the Appleton location. They have indoor gardening supplies, and then at both locations they have toys, models, trains, everything RC, tools, and paint. So there you go, guys. Check out Hobbytown USA, Hobbytown in Appleton, Wisconsin, Oshkosh, Wisconsin, and they will get you taken care of.
Ooh. On your house.
Yeah, on the house. That's right.
Next one we want to talk about is the Show Me RC 100. Got a message from Stephen Hollichad, and he's letting us know that the outhouse has got a fresh hole.
There it
It'll
is.
be ready for us.
Nice and clean.
They're going to have 100 lap mains for street stock, late models, wingless sprint, and Midwest mod. Their schedule and their address is 10132 Private Road, 8823 West Plains, Missouri, 65775. They also have this up on their site, Triple H Raceway. Their schedule is going to be Friday, March 29th, open practice from 1 to 9 p.m. Saturday, March 30th, doors will open at 7 a.m. They'll have a controlled practice from 7:30 to 9 a.m. Sign-ups close at 9:30 a.m. and racing begins at 10 a.m. Concessions will be available on site all day Saturday. First entry is $20, and any additional entry will be $10. Classes will include short course modified, outlay sprint, open late model, Midwest modified, wingless sprint 13.5, short course late model, street stock 17.5, novice kids open, trophies for top 3 and TQ. So that's coming to you from Triple H Raceway. Looks like we're also gonna do inside line.
Not right now. I have Central Mississippi RC Battleground.
Oh, that's a very good one.
Yeah, we've promoted this already. We're going to do it again because we love this event. It's in Winona, Mississippi.
Yes.
It's March 1st and 2nd. This is in a really cool facility. It's called Montgomery County Coliseum. And this place is like literally like a full-scale rodeo type situation. I mean, it is an arena. I mean, I think I counted probably like 20 urinals in the men's bathroom. So
Yeah.
they have a full-scale concession stand, serving up all your good food, plenty of indoor pitting, and you can also bring your trailers inside if you need to. So plan on attending Central Mississippi RC Battleground.
Wonderful event.
Yes, it is.
Put on a great show.
Definitely.
Now we'll get into Inside Line, which is at 13-11-8 Highway North, Robinsonville, Mississippi. He always says behind the Waffle House.
No.
If you
Yummy.
go past the Waffle House, you've gone too far, he says.
Tyler won't miss it.
No. So, next big race is April 26th and 27th, the St. Jude Short Course Modified Shootout. He said that they will begin running the following classes: 13.5 Wingless Sprint, 13.5 Street Stock, Outlaw Sprint, Short Course Modified, Novice, Midwest Modified, 1/10 Late Model, 13.5 Crate Late Model, which is just buggy based. Same rules as Street Stock. You can run 2 classes, basically the same car. This race is put on donate 100% of all proceeds to St. Jude, with 15 sponsors already on board. They believe they'll have about 200 plus car count, and hopefully will raise more than $10,000 for the kids. If you need any more information, go ahead and message Cody Maya, or go ahead and contact him at 901-871 1201, and go ahead and pre-register. We'll open soon, so they can get a count and whatnot for who they're going to have at their event.
Yep. That's a great event. He's doing a good thing for the kids there. I think last year they raised $8,500.
Yeah.
So they're trying to go for a goal of $10,000 this year. So
Yeah, I
that's
think
awesome.
That's wonderful.
Definitely.
And the next one I have to talk about is the Ultimate RC Pit Stop Savage Shootout, and that will be taking place at the in Hamburg, Pennsylvania, at the Mount Springs Indoor Arena. That will be April 5th through the 7th. April 5th, open controlled practice from 3 p.m. till they say we are tired.
Nice. There you go.
Which I love. I think that's wonderful. Howard Young, by the way. April 6th, doors open at 7 a.m. Controlled practice till 9 a.m. Racing by 10. April 7th, lower mains and the A mains. They say this event will be 3 rounds of qualifying, shootout for qualifying round winners, 10 car A mains. And go ahead and check them out on Facebook, Ultimate RC Pit Stop, or go ahead and message them. They have an email or a website, and it's at www.ultimatercpitstop@gmail.com. So go ahead and get a hold of them if you're interested. Once again, that's April 5th through the 7th.
All right. That's awesome. And, we apologize again to everybody. We've done this a bunch of times. We seriously apologize for all the changes that had to be made here. And I think we're finally on the straight and narrow. We just started another Facebook page. Again, unfortunately, we had to do that. But the new podcast is up, obviously. And we look forward to really getting going with all this, everybody.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
some of the things we want to have everybody maybe get on our Facebook page and have some fun with us, send us some messages. We had this back in another episode where we talked about how did you get your number and why. Let's hear some of them cool stories, because I know I'm not the only one. I know Zippy's not the only one. We all have good stories of why we got our numbers.
Yes,
so
we do.
We'd love to see that. Let's talk about maybe your local track. Send us some stuff. It's all about promoting what's going on. So we don't know what's going on unless you don't tell us.
Absolutely.
You know?
And I also think we're going to try to have Rich Nordholm back on sometime soon.
Yeah, I think we'd like to redo that again because we are starting over. And I think we owe that. Just like we did with the commercials and everything. We feel like we owed everything we wanted to get everybody paid right.
Yep, make things right.
Yeah, and having him back
Swear.
on would be great.
Yeah, there's some more there's 30 years of experience there we didn't even touch.
Not even a pimple.
No, so and people want to hear about that stuff while you're wrenching on your cars, and I think as we're getting ready here to close out this show, I think it was really cool to hear how everybody listens to us.
Yeah, that was one of the neatest things I heard at the Chili Bowl, and that was one from our Illinois boys, by the way. But he says, yeah, we listened to a couple episodes before we rolled into town here, and that's what we want, man.
Absolutely.
That is so cool, man. Getting you pumped up to go racing. That's what we want.
Or hearing people saying, we listen to you while we're wrenching on our cars
Yeah.
or whatnot. That was neat. And I also thought it was really neat what Brad Noon did for Arnie.
Yeah.
For Alfie.
Alfie, yeah.
I mean, for Alfie. And that was cool. And being able to sign a shirt and stuff. And that's awesome. Those guys they're doing a good thing for the hobby as well.
Hey,
I think the more the merrier.
that's what it's all about. We're both trying to support something that we both believe in.
Absolutely.
And again, we talked about this. We're not here for the money. We're literally here to get this sport promoted
Yes.
and get it bigger.
And just give the honest opinion that
Yep.
maybe other people won't give. And
That's right,
that's
man.
That's where I do come in.
I enjoy it so much, man. It's fun hanging out with you and talking about RC cars. This is my favorite thing to do.
I love RC cars.
Let's end it on that. I love RC cars too.
I do, man.
Everybody, it's been awesome. I hope you enjoy what we gave you on the Chili Bowl. We look forward to another episode. It's probably going to be a couple weeks. We hit you with 2 right off the bat just because we felt like we owed you. So,
Yeah.
what you think, man? Is that it?
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I want to talk about. I think next time we're going to try to do something a little bit different again. Maybe try to have a guest next time is what my plan is. I would like to have a guest.
Oh, yeah.
And as we're closing out, I just want to give a little bit of a shout out to Ross May over there at McAllister. There couldn't have been a better person to take over that company.
No, I agree fully.
He is wonderful for this hobby. So
He's such a personality, too.
good job, buddy.
He's
Way to-
funny.
Yeah, you're awesome people. All right, guys. Thank you.
Thank you very much, everybody, for listening, and tune in next time for the Circle Jerks podcast. We will see you later.
Circle jerks!